Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, universities are taking more precautions following the shooting at Michigan State University, and firefighters are coming together to bring awareness to mental health.
Also, how road construction will be affecting your weekly commutes. And our local high school's cheerleading teams have some big news. All those stories plus your local weather and sports, Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Ottman.
And I'm Ryan Martinulich. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
Tennessee colleges are taking steps to keep students and faculty safe and aware in case of active shooters. A recent shooting at Michigan State University has caused Middle Tennessee schools to take a look at their own protocol. Austin Peay State University's campus police coordinate with the TBI regularly, and Vanderbilt's active shooter plan is available on their website. MTSU has an alert system for everyone on campus called MTSU Alert for You. These are just a few examples of protocol. Following this recent tragedy, it's clear that all school officials are taking the lives of students and personnel very seriously.
Just a few hours ago, Rutherford County Narcotics Unit received an anonymous tip that resulted in the discovery of a significant amount of illegal narcotics. 2 Rutherford County residents are facing felony drug and weapons charges after the RCN unit acted on a citizen's tip. Narcotics detectives conducted a traffic stop Monday evening related to suspicious activity that later led to the search of a Smyrna residence. Smyrna natives Lucky Charasafa and Donna Buthavong now face cocaine and marijuana felony charges after detectives discovered approximately 390 grams of cocaine and around 100 pounds of marijuana. Detectives also seized 7 firearms and cash suspected to be drug currency. They are both in Rutherford County Adult Detention Center, with both suspects being held on a $130,000 bond.
The victim of a fatal Murfreesboro stabbing has been identified. 31-year-old Philip Maddox Jr. was the man attacked on Monday night. The stabbing on Ransom Drive led to the arrest of 24-year-old Malik Smith. Smith was taken into custody at 9:49 p.m. and has been charged with first-degree murder. The 2 men were roommates at the Freedom Recovery House. Maddox was found by police in the upstairs bedroom and was pronounced dead on the scene. Smith is being held at Rutherford County Adult Detention Center and will appear in court on April 3rd. There is currently no known motive for the crime.
If you are driving around Murfreesboro, expect some delays throughout the week as there are expected lane closures through February 18th. During the week, starting at 8:30 a.m. until 3 p.m., Brinkley Road, Medical Center Parkway, Bell Street, the intersection of Burton Street, Cason Lane, Desjarnais Lane, Shelton Boulevard, and exit ramps in Rutherford County will be busy. Overall, the goal here is to prevent damages from storm drain replacement, installation, concrete crosswalk, city street paving, and resurfacing. For more information, go to news.murfreesboro.com/road construction projects.
8 people were displaced due to a Murfreesboro fire yesterday morning. The fire broke out on Aurora Drive near Murfreesboro and no injuries were reported. Emergency medical services arrived after 3 a.m. with a heavy fire coming out of the front and the back of the house. When firefighters arrived at the scene, they determined that all of the occupants were already out of the house, but they extinguished the fire quickly. The Rutherford County Fire Marshal Office is currently investigating the cause of the fire.
Firefighters gather all across Tennessee to raise awareness for PTSD. Walk for Dustin is a 2-day, 27-mile walk in memory of those who have committed suicide due to PTSD. The walk comes from a study back in 2020 that shows firefighters are twice as likely to commit suicide than the average person. Firefighters will carry the Project 303 flag, a non-profit organization whose goal is to reduce the impact of mental health issue disorders related to PTSD. Firefighters will end their walk outside the Wilson County Courthouse, where the flag will be signed by Wilson County officials. For more information about the nonprofit organization, go online to 303project.org. And MTSU's theater department is having their first show of the season this weekend. MTSU plans to open its doors for the city of Murfreesboro to show their production of The Giver. The play explores the emotions of a boy facing his role as a keeper of the memories in this utopian community. Acclaimed Nashville actor-teacher Rana Carter will be helping this production. Showtimes will be 7:30 p.m. February 16th through the 18th and 2 p.m. for a February 19th show. Tickets can be bought online or purchased at the Tucker Theater box office 1 hour before each performance. MTSU students and staff can attend for free and by presenting their university ID. We will have our own Mary Beth Mangrum in this play, so make sure to go and check it out and support our MTSU students.
And now Carly Sutton joins us with our first look at weather. Carly.
Thanks, Sarah. Skies are overcast all around Middle Tennessee today. So our highs are all in the low to high 60s, so at least these clouds wouldn't bring in a cold front. Mount Juliet is our highest at 73 degrees, but expect plenty of rain today. Murfreesboro has a high of 71. Woodbury, McMinnville, and Shelbyville all have highs of 69. And Smithville and Manchester have highs of 68 and 67. That's all I have right now. Sarah, back to you.
Thanks, Carly. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Dr. Larry Burris is back with another media commentary, and a few Middle Tennessee high school cheerleading squads were at Disney World competing for national competitions. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, and now we have this week's media commentary from our very own Dr. Larry Burris.
There's a saying about being careful what you wish for. You may get it. There's also something called the law of unintended consequences. You think one thing is going to happen, but something else happens instead. And as so often happens, the internet is the problem. Remember when everyone was concerned about online privacy and wanted internet sites to stop tracking us? Well, some of the major players did stop selling our data, which we thought was a good thing. But guess what? The result is that advertisers now know less about us, so they're less able to target specific ads at specific audiences. As a result, we're seeing a huge increase in ads for products we don't need or want, aimed at more and more generic audiences. If you have a fairly worthless product, you can no longer buy data allowing you to target those few people who might want to purchase what you're offering. So you do pay less per person, but now have to target more viewers in order to hit the few who want what you have to sell. Remember when you went to a vacation spot that was littered with t-shirt vendors, ice cream shops, and stranger-than-life attractions? Well, you could just walk on by because they weren't jumping out at you. But because obnoxious online ads are right there in front of your face, sometimes they seem to actually take over your screen until you click on some obscure, hard-to-find delete button. But isn't there anything the average user can do? Certainly. Stop clicking on all those links to the greatest 20 cars of all times, the 50 most paused movie scenes, or the surefire way to improve your gas mileage by pouring a soft drink into your gas tank. All of those are what are known as clickbait. Every time you click on the link, the website earns money. So of course the host wants to give you as many of those ads as they reasonably and sometimes unreasonably can. The advertiser, of course, wants you to simply buy the product. So be careful when you want to make the internet easier to use and less invasive. You may get what you ask for and even more of what you don't. I'm Larry Burris.
Thank you, Dr. Burris, and make sure you check in next week for his next media commentary.
The Richard Siegel Soccer Complex has opened its newest attraction to the Murfreesboro Soccer Park. They opened a large indoor soccer facility hoping to become the main destination for youth soccer in the Murfreesboro region. The 110,000 square foot facility features a synthetic turf with safety measures for better practice and protection. Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Director Nate Williams mentioned the stadium will not be exclusive to soccer, with its potential to host other events. For more information, visit the park's website, murfreesboroparks.com.
High school cheer teams across the Middle Tennessee area are showing off their moves at Disney World.
And winning their 10th national championship, Blackburn High School out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
3 local high schools are bringing home trophies from this year's UCA National High School Cheerleading Championship. In this competition, over 1,000 teams across 33 states were able to compete, with Blackman High School putting another first-place trophy in their case for the small varsity category in the co-ed division. This marks the 10th year in a row that they are bringing home the gold from Disney. Riverdale High School will also be adding a first-place trophy for the non-tumbling game day category in large varsity Division 1. Franklin High School also won in the medium varsity game day category for Division 1 as well. We want to congratulate all of these schools on their accomplishments, and we look forward to seeing what else they are bringing home next.
MTSU is hosting their 6th annual True Blue Give. Running through February 16th, True Blue Give is a 72-hour Valentine's fundraiser. The goal for this fundraiser is $650,000 in gifts of support for academics, scholarships, and athletics. 75% of students at MTSU qualify for financial aid, so gifts of any amount will be greatly appreciated. For more information or to donate, go to www.mtsu.edu/truebluegive.
The MTSU International Student Council is making changes to better guide new students. The international ambassadors have recently changed their name to the International Student Council to bring a stronger feeling of responsibility to the group. The council created a more intense process to make sure they brought in people who were serious about helping and guiding others on campus. The goal is to give students an outlet to make friends and get more integrated into the MTSU campus. Domestic international students are welcome to join, and for more information, email coordinator Megan Richard at megan.richard@mtsu.edu. The Tullahoma Hands-On Science Center received over $6,000 on Monday. This generous donation comes from the Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital. During Inspire Your Heart with Art, Executive Director Sean Amidon held a ribbon-cutting ceremony. Right before the ceremony, the Science Center was given a check for $6,464 from the hospital. This is thanks to the Science Center's newest exhibit, the Human Body Hall. The hospital sponsored this exhibit as a way to educate guests about biology, exercise, and keeping healthy.
And now Carly Sutton is back with tonight's forecast. What do you have for us, Carly?
Well, Sarah, tonight is actually going to be a rainy one, so anybody that's out tonight, you might want to call it in early, or you want to make sure you bring your umbrella. Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet residents can especially expect some of that rain coming in. Their chances of rain are coming in at 81% for Murfreesboro and 94% for Mount Juliet. All of our lows are steadily in the low to high 50s, not a drastic change from this morning. Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet both have a low of 63. McMinnville, Woodbury, and Shelbyville are all sitting at 61. Smithville will have a low of 60, and Manchester is our lowest tonight at 59, just barely crossing out of the 60s. And that's all I have for you right now, but stick with us after the break for your full 5-day forecast for Murfreesboro. Sarah?
Thanks, Carly. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News. Carly Sutton will join us once again for Murfreesboro's 5-day forecast, and later Grant Langston will be joining us from the MTN Sports Den to talk about what we have to look forward to this weekend in the sports world. Stick around.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, and now Carly joins us with our full weather report going into the weekend. Carly, what do we have to look forward to this weekend?
Thanks, Sarah. And this week has actually been a weather roller coaster, so there's a lot of stuff that we can expect coming into this weekend. The things are heating up here in the mid-state for us, and we're getting a taste of what spring might feel like, as our high today was in the low 70s. Humidity is on the rise tonight, with those scatter storms coming in to give us some well-needed rain. Our warm weather is continuing into tomorrow, as Thursday's high is ranging around the low 70s again, with almost a 100% chance of rain. There is a possibility of a severe weather watch in place tomorrow, so make sure you keep an eye out on your local news station for possible alerts. Friday is showing a significant drop in temperature during the day, with only a high of 42 degrees and a low of 23, all due to a pretty severe cold front moving in. Some precipitation is expected for Friday, but with those chilly temperatures, that means that there is a possibility of snow later in the night. Slowly but surely, our weekend is warming back up to some moderately comfortable temperatures. Still, keep a jacket on hand for Saturday, since we are only seeing a high of 52 and a freezing low of 32. We're not expected to see much of the sun on Saturday, but all of our rain has moved through, so it should be pretty dry. Sunday is warming back up to around 60 degrees with some much needed sunshine, with a low of 45 that evening. Winds are expected to get up to around 15 miles per hour during the day on Sunday, so those temperatures might feel a little cooler than what they actually are. Join us again on Monday, where we will have a whole new week of weather reports for you right here.
Well, thanks a lot, Carly. Gosh, it's going to give me whiplash going back and forth with all of these different temperatures we're experiencing. I hate to hear about the thought of snow, but I guess I'll suffer through that. But at least we have Sunday to look forward to with that sunshine. that high of 60. I'm just going to hold on until then. But when we come back, we have our MTN Sports Den, where we will have what's ahead for basketball and ranked men's MTSU tennis team and everything else Blue Raider athletics. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
A ranked opponent is making the trip to the Glass House for the first time since 2008. MTSU will be hosting the number 25 Florida Atlantic Owls tomorrow night at 6 p.m. in the Murphy Center. This is a massive game with CUSA implications for the Raiders and the Owls as the postseason approaches. Going back to earlier this season, the Blue Raiders suffered a brutal loss in Boca Raton to the Owls, 67-85. MT will hope to enjoy better success in this game as they come off another blowout loss to USF, 92-69. The game will be live on CBS Sports Network, and we will be celebrating a special Ladies' Night. Make sure to tune in. MTSU women's basketball is taking their talent south to South Beach this weekend. They will head to the Sunshine State tomorrow to take on Florida Atlantic at 6 p.m. on CUSA.TV. MTSU will face Florida International on Saturday at 11 a.m. on ESPN+. The Lady Raiders took care of business at the Glass House last weekend and look to keep up their run of form as March Madness approaches. One of the Blue Raiders' brightest stars, senior guard Savannah Wheeler, scored a season-high 37 points against rival Western Kentucky before dropping 20 on UAB. Wheeler's performance will be crucial to the victory of the Blue Raiders in the absence of Courtney Wilson. Middle Tennessee men's tennis is seeking to remain perfect at Adams Tennis Complex this Friday. The Blue Raiders will be hosting 3 matches this weekend, one against Oklahoma State on Friday, and it's SMU and Austin Peay in a doubleheader on Saturday. Oklahoma State, coming in with a record of 6-2, should pose a significant challenge for Middle Tennessee. In addition, Stein Slump has become the third Raider in a row to win CUSA Athlete of the Week after his electrifying performance against Rice. MTN Sports is your one-stop shop to witness all the Blue Raider action. Make sure you tune into MTN Sports on YouTube and CUSA.TV this Friday at 5 for the first men's match of the weekend against the Cowboys. Women's tennis is back in action locally this weekend as well. In the final installment of a 6-match homestand, they will host the Murray State Racers this Friday before taking a trip up to Nashville to play Lipscomb on Sunday. The Raiders will be looking to improve upon their 5-2 record, which currently includes a 5-game winning streak. Middle Tennessee is currently undefeated at home and have managed to rally back from an 0-2 start to the season. Murray State will pose a significant threat as well, as they sit at 4-2 on the season and will be a great litmus test as to the Raiders' ability. Much like men's tennis, you can find the latest in women's tennis coverage on the MTN Sports YouTube channel and CUSA.TV. Make sure to tune in at 1 p.m. this Friday. Middle Tennessee baseball is about to open up the 2023 campaign with their eyes on the prize. The Blue Raiders will be traveling to Conway, South Carolina this weekend for some baseball at the beach. Their weekend will begin on Friday against the VCU Rams before they face Coastal Carolina on Saturday and Fairfield on Sunday. Head coach Jerry Myers has selected Jaden Ham and JT Mabry to be the captains that lead his squad into battle. MTSU will look to improve upon their 29-26 record from just a year ago and ultimately compete for a CUSA title. The Blue Raiders' first home game at Reese Smith Jr. Field will be this coming Tuesday, February 21st against Southeastern Missouri. You can catch all that action live on ESPN Plus at 3 p.m. Central Time. We definitely have a lot to look forward to in sports, so make sure you can check back next week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Grant. And even though Valentine's Day has passed and couples all over had their day of celebration, today is a reminder of self-love for everyone.
That's right. National Singles Awareness Day is a day for empowerment for those without significant others, and that relationships are not necessary for celebrating love. Being the day after Valentine's Day, you can celebrate with all that discounted candy and chocolate at your local stores, something I will probably take advantage of.
Me as well.
Well, thank you for joining us here at Middle Tennessee News. I'm Ryan Martinovich, joined by Sarah Ottman, Grant Langston, and Carly Sutton. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net.
And make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites on Facebook /Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll see you Monday, February 20th for our next show.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji